Hi guys, Tony Hayes here, and for those that don't know me, I'm the guy who did the WordPress SEO blueprint and the Fiverr SEO blueprint. And basically, the question that kept coming up again and again and again was, how do we choose a niche? So one of the simplest ways I know to choose a niche is basically copy what other people are doing. And here's a quote here from Tony Robbins: "If you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved results that you want and copy what they do, and you should achieve the same results." And it's pretty true, especially when you come over to places like Flipper.com. And you might be sighing right now thinking, oh, Flipper, been there before. But let me show you in a way that you might not have looked at it before, because it's really, really interesting place. Now, if we go into the Buy Website section here, and we take a look at the advanced search in here. Now what I want to do here is, in the listing format, I want to keep it any format. In the property type, I want to make sure it's websites. In the auction status, one listings only. I want to find listings that have already been sold. And we can try anything here. Let's say from $5,000 to $50,000. And between, let's try 6 and 12 months old. Just to, no, let's try 0 to 6 months, 1 to 6 months. And revenue we'll leave empty right now. Net profit we will leave empty right now. And statistics we can leave empty right now. And here what we can choose is from advertising, which will be like AdSense and things like that, and from products it would be like ClickBank or CPA, etc. From affiliates, well, that's from people who've got their own products, I guess. Let's just click on this and see what comes up. And what we will find here is some ideas for niches that other people have been making money on. And just don't just look at what they're sold for here. What we want to find out as well is what the niche is, and see how much revenue they were taking per month as well. Like this one is saying $238. We'll go and check that out in a few minutes. Now, things like breastfeedingdiet.org sold for $5,000. Let's just take a quick look at this one right now. And don't forget, these are sites that have been done in the last 6 months. Okay, some are sold for $12,000. WordPressService.net, Wedding.info. Yeah, I have to take a look at that one. Can't believe he managed to get that domain name. And for people who think .info is no good, I'm going to show you some things in this course that will show you the exact opposite. People are making a lot of money from .info domain names. So this one is PageRank 3, number 1 in Google, $421 per month AdSense, and that's breastfeeding diet. I mean, that's quite a micro niche, isn't it? So if we come down here a little bit, what we can find, financial details. So let's see what he's got here. Average estimated earnings for 30 days. He's got his 421, but it's not making sense here. That's why I went quiet for a second there, because I don't really fully understand how he thinks he can get estimated earnings of 421 if he's making about $12 to $15 per week here. Oh, that's daily. Sorry, that's not weekly. Yeah. So the AdSense he's getting is between $12 and $15 per month, and that should be about $421 monthly. So there you go. There's a niche straight off the bat. Very, very simple. Let's go and take a look at that. Let's take a look at the site itself. It's a WordPress site. He's got AdSense in the top left hand corner, which gives us some ideas of how we can optimize for AdSense. And he's got nothing in the sidebar here at all. More AdSense down here, and another one at the bottom here, I think. Now you can put 3 AdSense blocks on your site, on the actual page of any site. Pardon me. And you can see here he's got some keywords as well, which is basically something you can copy as well, because he's probably done his research. So basically we can copy what he's been doing. And you know, you can rewrite this, or you can go and find something better. Now, one of the best ways to do this kind of stuff is really to go and get some curation software, which I'm going to show you a little bit later, the cheapest one that I could find, and a really good one as well, to be honest. And you can see this is just very, very easily done. It's a very, very simple site. It looks quite nice, it's easy to navigate, and the important thing here is that he has managed to sell that at $5,000, but it was earning AdSense of about $400 per month. And basically you can just swipe his emails, swipe his keywords, and you can swipe his content as well if you really wanted to. So that's a really simple way to look at it. Now let me look for something a little bit more thought-provoking, for want of a better term. Now I noticed this one, it hasn't got a huge amount of AdSense on it. He was making in April $11, May $6, June $4, and he sold it for $247. Now it would be easy to make a site like this and sell it within 2 or 3 weeks, wouldn't you think so? Let's just go and take a look at the site, and you see how ugly this thing is. That's it. That's it. And the thing you can do here with this kind of site is, I mean, would you pay $250 for that? Really? It would take about 20 minutes to build a site better than that. And but what you can do is you can see the keywords that he has got here. So he's got tile, shower design, shower tile pattern, bathroom shower tile designs, etc. So you've got some keyword phrases there that you can copy. And I don't know if that guy who bought that for $250 is kicking himself or not, but I wouldn't have bought it. I would have rather just gone and made one myself and done something a bit better from there. So let's just keep on looking in here for a little bit and see if we can find something that really stands out. Oh yeah, the wedding.info we wanted to take a look at. And this one sold at $12,000, and I think he's undersold this. That's my personal opinion, because wedding.info is actually a really good domain name. And the thing is about .info is when people say that .info is worthless or is not as good as .com, etc. I don't go with that. I think it depends on the quality of the content, especially with the social media links counting so much these days after Panda. And to get something like wedding.info is actually a pretty decent domain. But the thing is, if you buy the .info for more than 1 year, then you're sort of saying to Google, look, I'm sticking around with this site, so it will help you to rank, because after 1 year, it goes, I think it's about $10 per year after the first year, but you can get it from as little as 49 cents for the first year in some places. Right now, this domain is almost 10 years old, but we were searching for the last 6 months, so I think this must have been one I had opened earlier. And the good thing about these kind of sites is, let's just go and have a look at it. So you must have bought that .info right at the beginning, when the .infos were starting to come out, I guess. It's a pretty nice site, isn't it? And categories, he's got a whole bunch of stuff down here, so he's added a ton of content on there. I really think he sold that far too cheap. I don't think 12,000 was was a good price for that. I think he could have done so much better. Anyway, let's move on. This is one I found that has not been sold yet, and what attracted my attention was this here, $860 per month in AdSense, and phlebotomyjobs.net. Okay, and basically, if he's making that kind of money of $800 per month, $860 in November, $870 in December, then that's a pretty good keyword, don't you think so? So if we go and take a look at this site as well, it's not WordPress, just a simple HTML. I don't know if there's some pictures still here to load. My computer does slow down when I've got Camtasia on. I'm guessing there should be some images in here, but he's probably just optimized this front page, and you can see his tags, etc. It gives you an idea of the keywords. I mean, you can just swipe the keywords. It's so easy to do this way, and that will give you an idea of what you can write about as well. Now again, you can do something with curation, or you can do some kind of auto-blogging, although I don't like auto-blogging unless I turn it into curation. I don't like auto-blogging when you don't have control of the posts that are actually going there. I'd rather have control, because it makes such a difference to the quality of the site overall and the usefulness. And what we want to do is to get people to come back into the site, because every time they come back into the site, if they click on more AdSense ads, then of course you will do very well. Let's just go and take a look at this site a little bit further. Let me just open in a new window. It's still opening in Flipper. I'll just grab it from here. I'll just copy that, and we'll go over here to Google here. And another thing that I was looking at that shower towel design site, and I was looking to see if he had any rankings. He's not on the first couple of pages, so I didn't even bother looking after that. Let's look at this one here. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of that, and we will put in the website URL in here, and we can just click on search. I've got this set for United States, but it can give us an idea about the AdSense amounts and things like that. Let me just click on this tab here. Right, so the AdSense is nothing really great, so he must have been getting quite a lot of hits, but when we come here to like phlebotomy jobs, it's only got 74 cents AdSense, and phlebotomist training $5.38, and you know, these are quite decent searches, really decent search volumes for some of these, and this is on the exact match as well. But we're going to have a look at a tool in a few minutes that can give us a bit more insight into this kind of thing. Look at all those keywords. Now there's a plugin came out recently that would be perfect to use with this, and you could copy this very, very easily. Simply copy this. I don't know how much he'll get it sold for, but if he is making $800 per month in AdSense, then you know, if you can find 20 sites like that and you can repeat it, then you've got a pretty decent income without having to build 200 sites and hope that 20 are very good, which is what a lot of people teach about AdSense. So let's go and take a look at some other bits and pieces here. I'll close that one down as well, and let me just go back into the advanced search, and we will extend this. We'll go from 1 to 12 months, so it's things done in the last year. We'll keep it at, I don't know, say 3,000 to 50,000, and let's just keep with the AdSense theme. So I'm just going to click from advertising right now, although we can do so many sort of multiple searches using this advanced search. Whatcausesheadache.com. It sold for 3,600. He created it in September, so he created that about 2 or 3 months ago, and he sold it for 3,600, and his revenue here 230. Let me have a deeper look at that one. So he's got his keywords as well. This is a great thing because they give you the keywords, and they tell you the search volumes, etc. And basically he's telling you the keywords he's in page 1 for. Now I don't know if he's managed to get in page 1 for headache cures. That would be a good one to get, and that would explain why he's doing pretty well with it. But his earnings only 230 to 229 a month here. And let's take a look at the site itself. But again, if you've got 20 sites like this, not too bad at all. And again, we can swipe his keywords, because the way that people are doing it, especially the guys who are building sites for AdSense, their keywords are quite obvious and easy to pick up as well. You know, bless them. It helps us if you follow this method. Right, now let's just see if we can spot. I mean, when we're looking at the on-page optimization here, there's no images, there's no videos, there's nothing really here. I don't even see any AdSense, but my site is still, my computer's still trying to load this page. Where's his AdSense? Let me just pause this a second. I think it might not be showing the AdSense because I'm in the UK and this might be a US based site, but looking through here, what he's saying is the site is ranks in page 1 for all these keywords except for 2 of them, so I'm guessing causes of headaches is one of them, obviously, but I'm not sure what the other one might be. Let me just see. Headache cures. I want to just see if he turns up in the search engines for headache cures, but I need to put this into google.com. What was this site called? Whatcausesheadaches.com. Right, let me just go to google.com and I'll see if I can find this guy. Ah, he's here. Yeah, he's actually there for that. And now I wonder how competitive that keyword is. Let's just see. Go over to this keyword tool here called Jaxi, and we'll put that into broad over here. and do a quick search. This is a tool I just discovered quite recently, but it's actually really, really good for this kind of thing. It's pretty fast as well. And we can get a little bit of info about this guy, what he's been doing. So you can see here the monthly search is almost 5,000 and estimated traffic about 800. Now if we click on this here, it'll give us some information. It's saying that it's actually quite a competitive keyword to go for because it's got the red light here, but if I put this into exact phrase, and the other good thing about this tool is it gives you all these related keywords as well. Intense headache, causes headaches, etc. These are things that people actually type in, but we'll get into keyword research a little bit further later. I just want to have a look in here for the exact. And then we will take a look at his site and see what, through this tool, and see what he's actually been doing. Yeah, I'm still getting the same results back, it's still the same amounts, and it's still telling me it's actually a difficult kind of keyword. So let's take a look at him just by clicking on this competition button here. Well, you can see there's no YouTube videos or there's no article sites basically on here. If we go into the website SERPs, this is where we can find out about this guy. whatcausesheadache.com, and he's got a / headache cure, so that's what he's put as a home page. So he's got his keyword in there. Click on this and it should give us some basic information about the guy. So his title is here. You've got his description, his meta keywords. He's only put one meta keyword in here. He's got 629 words in the actual page. He's got 22 links on the site, that's in-site links. Alexa, etc. Keyword density just under 2%. Backlinks 1020. Right, now he's got a page rank 2. How did he get 1020 backlinks that have been indexed? That's the question. That's what we really need to know before we can try and copy this guy, if that's what we wanted to do. Now if I just click in here again, and we will go into extended due diligence data for this guy. Right, now it's saying he's got 65 pages indexed in Bing. Let me just see how big this site really is. Here's the AdSense popped up now. Okay. Does he have a sitemap? No sitemap, but what you will find down here is he's got his disclaimers. DMCA notice, earnings disclaimer, external links policy, medical disclaimer. He's got a lot of things here that are pretty essential when you're doing AdSense. But what I want to know is how many pages he's actually got there. So let's just do a quick search. Site : and then the domain name here. Actually, I've made a space there. This will give us, it's given us 20 results. I'm not sure why Bing is indexing so many. And a lot of those are those bottom pages, the privacy, etc., the earnings disclaimers. So a pretty simple website, right? And he's managing to make sort of decent money like that. Although I think selling that for 3,600 was a mistake. I think he should have waited for a bit more than that. If you're making sort of decent money every month, why would you want to sell it for just as little as 3,000 unless you were really desperate? I don't think that was a good piece of business for him. He could have built that up, in my opinion, but you know, people will pay according to what the site is worth, not just on potential. Although smart people who are buying this kind of thing will take a look at the potential as well, but really they want to buy something that they're getting at least a return on their money, and that's one of the key things here. So I mean, we can copy that as well as a sort of way to look at sites. If before you go and build a site, for example, is the site making money, or is it just potential? Because if it's just potential, it's going to be it could be a complete waste of time to go and build something from there. Let's just close some of these down. And we can do some more digging here. Right, now this one here, AngryBirdsAddiction.com, he was making revenue $917. That looks like a sort of easy micro niche to go and copy. He sold it for $6,500, which I think is too low again. I think sometimes, you know, when these people are selling them, it's because they just want to get some cash immediately. But if you're making those kind of details, I would suggest, you know, if you know, he should be getting minimum of, I don't know, for that kind of site, I guess, what was he saying he was making here? $917. If that's per month, then really you should be making at least 1 year's revenue from that, even more. But it gives you an idea of some niches that we can copy easily. So it's a WordPress site. Here's a summary. It's got 340 unique posts, which could be from autoblogging, because it seems quite a lot here. Sponsor for monthly contests, that's interesting. Facebook page with 1,800 fans. Twitter with 1,100. Now you can buy these kind of things on Fiverr.com, so I don't read too much into it unless I actually go and look at their social media presence. That's unusual statistic. Somebody's shown how many subscribers on the RSS feed. Right, now some of the questions in here as well, when people are asking questions, it's really worth reading to find out. You know, his AdSense has jumped up and down, it looks like here. Somebody's asking him why. And he's saying that the EPC for keywords have gone up. And he's telling about a keyword here which was a cause of a 360% increase from the previous month, and he's actually given that keyword here. Let me just see. Angry Birds Mooncake Festival dropped 63%. Meanwhile, one keyword that improved, it was how to make Angry Birds costume. So there you go, there's a good keyword there. There's a huge amount of data that we can get here in Flipper. Anyway, so that's probably enough to give you a fair idea of what you can do in here. Now, I've focused pretty much on just sites that have been built in the last year. And you can see this one, established 2011, sold for 21,000. Let's just go and take a look at this one, because what interests me here is that he is saying it's a CPA dating website. So I do want to take a look at this. Doesn't tell you revenue per month here. So where's he making his money from? $4,275 a month from CPA, 13,000 unique visits. He gets 13,000 unique visitors a month. And it's direct targeted traffic. Now I don't know what that means really, if whether he's using some redirect traffic or not, but 13,000 unique hits. But he's saying that he doesn't have a Google page rank or Alexa rank to boast of, but he's getting 13,000. You can buy traffic. This is what I'm getting at. And for something like this kind of niche, yeah, you could make money, because a lot of people coming here, maybe, you know, they will just be curious enough to see, but what does this girl really look like, and you know, they might want to see a little bit more. Right, now if Yeah, he's saying it's paying for traffic here. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what he's saying there, because people are asking him where he's getting traffic from, but he's not saying it. I think he's actually buying free traffic, as far as just redirects and things like that. But quite interesting to get an idea of how people are making money online. And you know, this, you can copy this, you can really copy this. Now, how does he make a website like this? Often you will find the CPA companies actually have websites that you can use. Let me just see that website again. I want to have a quick look at it. They will give you websites. You can actually, just the same as you can get banners, etc., you can actually get websites like this, and from there you can just drive traffic to it whatever way you want. And I'm just convinced this guy's gone over to Fiverr.com or something and just bought some traffic from there. That's what I really think he's been doing. Yeah, this is not opening for me. Anyway, right, so yeah, that's the first video, just to give you a good idea. Now what I want to do in the next video is sort of go into a niche that I've been looking at for quite a few months now, and I haven't really done much with it. I built 2 sites on it, but I haven't promoted them. But I want to show you some, you know, if you can find a niche that is making good money, and what you can do to exploit it. And you can see that when you can look at what other people have done using the same niche, it gives you some really good ideas. So I'll see you in the next video. Okay, for some reason I couldn't get that one to work, so what I did is I came in and found a niche that I'm very familiar with, one that I've actually blogged about before. And what we see here is this site here, CNA Training Info. He's saying that he was making $900 per month in AdSense, and he sold it for $13,700. So what I try to do with these kind of sites is, when I've got an idea of the keywords and stuff like that, when I find some niche in here and it's doing quite well, I come over to micro niche espionage and I type in the actual site here, and if you click search, what happens down here is you can see other AdSense domains for the guy who's got that website. Okay, now you have to sort of try and catch that when it's still in auction, to see what other kind of things the guy's been up to, because if you find someone who's quite good at picking off niches, and you can get some really good ideas. So just on that, what I've noticed down here as well, when you come into the comments section of any sort of reasonably priced website, you're going to get comments by people who are doing a lot of stuff themselves. These figures here are what they have made themselves by flipping sites on Flipper. So for example, this guy here we can take a look at, and this guy here we can take a look at as well, and you can see the actual sites that he has sold before. Okay, so he sold his modular homes network for 9,300, and he did something else up here, window blind ratings, 150 a month in AdSense. So this guy's kind of good to figure out what he's doing right now. So if we just click on this to see if he's got anything he's selling right now, and these are all ended. Okay, so he's he's bought this one 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, and it looks like he's bought and sold it, unless I'm wrong. It looks like unless he's bought it twice and sold it twice. And he sold it for 200,000 a year ago. That's quite a lot of money, and it was making 9,300. So let's go and take a look at that modular homes network. But better idea is to get it when, you know, if you can pick off these kind of guys and see if they've got listings already, then you can see what other niches they're working in and what niches they have kept for themselves. Okay, so let's go over here, just type this one in, and you can see here the guy that bought that has got all of these. He's making a living around this modular keyword, modular home, modular center, LouisianaModularHomes.com, and this gives you ideas for niches as well. It can give you a lot of really good ideas. Let's go and take a look at one more. And this guy here had a coupon website. He was hiding the URL, so I can't really do much with him. Now, on this CNA training, now, if you've ever come across my blog, you might have found an article. Actually, I think we got about 80 odd digs or something for that one, and it was about reverse engineering a site on Flipper that sold for $42,000, and that site is down here. It's called Your CNA Training Guide. Let's just go and take a quick look. Now, what you saw on the blog was one video, but what you don't know is there was another 5 videos, or 5 videos in total, sorry, that was created that were never released. I never released the other 4. I was actually going to hold it back until I'd created a product, but I've advanced the strategy since then, so I'm going to put that in the bonus section. Now, because I've advanced the strategy, what I mean is I've advanced it with the tools I'm using, but it's still worth watching. So it's in the bonus section if you bought this, and you can get access to that, and it is well worth watching. You can see how I built a site at that point. I've refined it a little bit, and we're going to do the next video. We'll be building a site. I'm going to choose a niche from Flipper. We're going to build a site, and this is the site I was talking about before, and we kind of replicated this as near as we could to the actual design, but it looks like he has updated this design since then. Definitely, he's added a lot more content as well, which is good. And what you can see here now, this is what I'm interested in. He's done this by geographically targeting, which is exactly what I would have done. And the reason for that is because if you come over here and you can see these kind of keywords for certified nursing assistant, you will see again and again things like California, you will see things like Florida, you will see things like Massachusetts and Chicago here. Yeah, Chicago, Wisconsin, Michigan, Massachusetts, Illinois. These are getting searches every single month. Maybe not huge amounts, but the AdSense clicks are probably worth a decent amount for these sites to make so much money. And if you need any proof of that particular niche to make money, look at 25 results here from CNA type listings, and you can see this one sold at 13,700. This one here 42,000. This one 8,200. And you know, there's a whole ton of them. I saw some other ones as well which were from other sites. Now what I tend to do if I get sites like that, or niches like that, sorry, I'll go into Google and I will type Flipper CNA, for example, and what you're going to find here is a whole bunch of sites that have sold. This guy had one and he sold it. Let me just expand this a little bit. Right. Let's take a look at some of this. What you will see here is a whole bunch of sites that have sold. This guy, how to become a CNA, that's a good keyword actually, sold for 5,500. There's good money in this niche. This guy sold his for 13,700. Keyword CNA training he was going after. This one is in progress right now. It's at $800. He wants 10,000 for it. And if we come down a bit, you can see the keywords that he's ranking for here according to SEMrush, but he's not on the page. He's not on the first page for this one for CNA training, which is one that he really needs to get in there. If he did that, he would make his earnings go quite high. Let me see what else we can find here. This is the one that sold for 42,000. Now this is the one I did reverse engineering. We did a whole video on this, so I don't want to go through it all again. But there was two main keywords this guy was going after, and it was basically certified nursing assistant, and let me see if I can find the other one. He did such a good job on this one. Can't find it right now. He's got it in here somewhere. Yeah, two main keywords: CNA training and CNA certification. And probably if we go in there, just copy that, and we can go back over to the micro niche espionage software. Just go over to this one here. I don't know why this is sticking. Maybe I just need to refresh it. Okay, let me try a different keyword. I've never had a problem with that keyword until today, until I started to do videos, which is kind of typical really. Right, now let me just go and find that other keyword. CNA training and CNA certification. Copy. No, I don't know why this is not working today. Maybe it just needs to be typed in. No. Well guys, espionage guys, well I try to promote your tool, but it ain't working today. What a disappointment. Alright, happens sometimes. So anyway, let's come over here and we'll go for another keyword here. So I've got it on exact, and we'll just click on this and it should open up the Google search. And what we will do is we will take this here, and we will try again. Now this is a UK one, but that USA one is still ranking here. Nice clean site, adverts very prominent. These are for universities. Let's just click on it to see if it's a CPA offer. Yep, looks like, but I can't see any links for affiliates. So it's called collegedegrees.com. Let me just see if we can take that a little bit further and see if we can find, because look, you can see up here in the actual URL bar, he's got an affiliate ID here. So I want to know how much they're paying him. Right, become an affiliate. Doesn't really say how much they're paying. Which is kind of unusual, isn't it, for an affiliate offer? Anyway, I'll come back to that later. I'll put it in a different video because I do want to try and find something like that. But if we come over here to Jaxi and let's just type in put the word CNA at the beginning of this, CNA. I only found this recently, this Jaxi.com. It's really, really good. I really like it. And there's so many different things that you can do. And I love this brainstorm thing here as well, which I'll show you in a second. Oh, actually, I'll show you a bit later because we will do something on the keyword tools on its own when we actually start to build the sites. But it does give you some really good ideas. Right, I'll wait while that's where it's come now. I was going to go away and it's just come. Right, so like what we got here is a whole bunch of keywords and monthly searches and estimated traffic. Now if I come in here and click on the QSR, which is quoted search results, but I'm looking for anything that has got good estimated traffic, not just the monthly searches. I'm looking at the traffic here. This one is good, so I would add that one. Okay, so that way I can go and get that keyword later. This one we're interested in, but it's already gone. We've already done that one. Let's see, 752 is not too bad. Another one that we can add. Anything green we can add, okay? And we can actually build a site around that, but I'm going to show you a tool that you might be familiar with, you might not, I'm not sure. And you will see how we can use these keywords effectively. And the good thing about it as well is that what we can do here is we can look for the related keywords as well, like care assistant, etc. But I want to try and just tighten it up a little bit. I'm going to take off the CNA from beginning. Actually no, let's do something I'm familiar with. CNA classes online. I've actually got a domain name with that in it. I think it's a .info. Just waiting for this to load, and then we can go and take a look at the competition and the website SERPs, and we can look at the affiliate programs as well. You can see here estimated traffic 515. This query search results is all the results it's got. This I believe in the anchor text or title, I'm not quite sure which, but SEO power is good. I'll add that one. CNA classes online, let's check that one out. Yep, CNA class, CNA classes, all good. And you can see the difference in traffic just by, you know, classes online or CNA class online. That's incredible difference, isn't it? And all of these kind of keywords you can use as well. Just to build up your content, whether you want to use them as LSI keywords or within your article text, etc. Online nursing classes, we can check that. Let's check that one as well. So I'm looking for anything that's got reasonable numbers here, and I can just keep clicking, and if as long as I'm getting green, I'm quite happy. But this saves a whole bunch of time now. If you're familiar with Stealth Keyword Tool or Market Samurai, or if you're familiar with Micro Niche Finder, you know that you can't get results this fast. This is just really, really awesome. I love this tool. What I'll do is I'll put a link to the tool underneath the video, and if you're interested in buying it, what I want to do with people who are buying anything that I'm recommending, if you're buying from my affiliate link, I will give you half of the affiliate commission back, okay? So if there's $20 affiliate commission paid to me, I will give you $10 back. That's the way I want to do things, because that way I'm a marketer, I want to make money too, and if I'm bringing you know, information about tools that are going to be useful to you, then you know that's the whole point of affiliate marketing. I introduce something and you purchase, and for my affiliate link, that's the way it works. That's the way you should be doing things as well if you're trying to make money online. Most of it is affiliate marketing or lead generation, unless you've got your own products as well. So that's what I want to do with people, and I want to take that a step further as well with the mailing list, because I want to do something with WSOs that come out every day, because not every WSO of the day is actually you know, a great product, and it's not chosen because of the quality of the product. It's chosen because of conversions, and conversions is good because you got people promoting each other you know, all the time. It doesn't matter what the product is, they don't even see or read or watch the product, they're just promoting it, and that's why you get thousands of emails from everybody, or you got emails coming from these top affiliates promoting the same product to thousands and thousands of people, and I think it's wrong, you know. And I was told recently, don't hate the game, learn how to play it, but you know, I just can't bring myself to do that. And if you're on my list, you know, I don't really send a lot of emails out, but that's one thing I would like to do for my mailing list, is to put that out there. And you know, if there's a WSO you want to buy, fine, You can buy it through my link and I'll give you half the money back, and we can create a little membership just around that so that we can bring value, and we can do our own WSO of the day according to votes about how good a product actually is. That's something that we will be sort of launching definitely in the next day or two after this is launched, because I think it's something that needs to be done, because I am not going to be promoting products that I don't believe in. I just can't bring myself to do it. I did it once and I didn't like it. I didn't like how I felt, so I'm not going to do it again. Anyway, enough about me and enough about that, but that would benefit you and it would benefit everybody. So you can see how this tool works. Now let's go and have a look at the competition here. And this will tell you if we got any of these kind of sites in the top 10. So there's no YouTube videos, there's no Vimeo videos. It doesn't mean that you can't get them in there. But usually if you see something is in there, then you can go and have a look and see the optimization, and from there you can actually try and outdo them, whether it's from backlinks or whether it's from the quality of the video, etc. Let's go and have a look at the search engine results, and we can see here what the results are. This date here, 2009, so he's got a site that's a couple of years old, and what we can do is we can click here and view the details, and it gives you his title, his meta description, his meta keywords. He's only promoting for one keyword there, how many word count he's got on the page, links on the site, that will be internal links as well, and keyword density is actually quite low there, but backlinks 946, AdSense yes. So what we can do with that one then, let's just see if we can get that. The espionage niche finder. Working this time. Oops, what's he going here? It's the AdSense. Okay, we'll just bring it down to the root, and you can see what other ones he's got there. You can see what other websites he's working with. So he's got a couple of iPhone sites. He's got cnatrainingclass.com, appshouter.com. And that gives you an idea of people who are actually doing some good stuff with AdSense, making good money with AdSense, the other kind of sites that they got, and you can just go and steal the niches and stuff like that. Right, okay, so I think that's enough for this video. We will look at monetization when we start to build a site, but what we will do next is we were going to choose a niche from flipper.com, and I'm going to do one from start to finish, and you can watch me doing it, building the site, getting content on the site, and the first backlinks as well, and there'll be a little plan what we can do after that. And what I want to do with this particular niche, if anybody is interested, is I want to do something very, very similar to what this guy has done. My idea was to do a geo-targeted site like this, have a blog network of these, and the way to do that is for me to build sites. Now what I want to do is every month I want to go through Flipper, pick at least one niche, build a site, put a lot of content on it, clone the site, make it geo-targeted, and get people to build blog networks. So it would be like a membership that we would do, and so we would have people having a site that might be cnatrainingalabama.com, cnatrainingalaska.com, and it would be just a bunch of people that were doing this as part of the membership. But we would build the sites and we would change all this for you. Okay, so you would just have to buy the domain name, and what we would do then is we would try and we would have this working as a blog network, going to one main site, and we would sell the main site with the blog network ready to link to the next site coming up. Because when you find these kind of niches, and it's it's already sold about 25 sites and several of them over 10,000, then you can see that that you can just keep that going like a conveyor belt all the time. And some people might think that's not ethical, but it is ethical if you promise to maintain the rankings for 3 months, and the way that we can do that is just a little bit of backlinking and stuff, and not taking the whole blog network away immediately. So you can just, you know, take one at a time and start aiming it at the new site, and you've always got that coming through. But these will make money too. All of these will make money too with AdSense, and the AdSense seems to be good in this particular niche. Okay, so if anybody's interested, let me know, send me an email, and I'll try and actually what I'll do is I'll put something at the end of the course and a video describing this in a little bit more detail. But that is the first niche that I want to go with, and I do have the sites ready. Okay, and so we would take a whole bunch of keywords, and we would get content, curation content, posting on every single site. So all we would need is for people to be linking these sites to the main site with the purpose of selling that main site, then replacing that main site with another new site straight after. So we'd have always one in the background, getting some backlinks, establishing some sort of trust with Google, with the purpose of taking over the first one once it's sold. And that way, you know, it's a good little test, a good little exercise. But I can't do it for free, so it will be a paid membership. But if you're into that, you know, just watch out for that video at the end of the course. Right, so I'll see you in the next video.